And that makes it 7-zip Oakland.
Is good. Makes the score Lakers 7, Seahawks nothing.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Down, 50, plant. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go, let's get it.
On first and 10, Bullard nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long.
Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get there.
Operating from the gun, Bullard. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Ross on the return. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Raiders will take over now first and 10. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up first and 10 at their own 46.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Flushed out right. That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
Hey, they're scared. They're scared.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Got a man open. It's Ross. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be second and 9.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
They want to go to the air again with Rosen. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. John Ross, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders able to and oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And that one goes virtually nowhere. Tried to fake extra point, but nothing comes of it. Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And the Seahawks looks like they've recovered. They have. Oh, it's loose, and the Raiders have it. Well, they just scored. They got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting, scouting, scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they liked, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
Off the play fake. Here's Rosen. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Now Rosen looking to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Single slot.
Rosen off the play action. Oh, Rosen is stripped to the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
2nd and 14. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Watson. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
From the gun on 3rd down. Bullard. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. On 1st down, Bullard. It's caught. Mitchell. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Bullard. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Shelton. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Throwing on 1st down. Bullard dumps that off to Penny as running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Isaac Nada, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Now the extra point.
When we drop defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the screen.
Play action here with Rosen. Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Single receiver. Alert.
On play action, Rosen. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. On first down, it's Rosen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
2nd and 10. It's Rosen again. That's taken in by Callaway. And the ball is knocked out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. From 13 yards out, and the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. Back to throw. Bullard. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 16-yard line.
51 the mic, boy. 51.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he fires one that's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that,
that is going to be a safety. And the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Ooh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Off the play fake. Bullard. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Jacobs now. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running is Jacobs. The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they hit. The ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
Here we go. Set. 60 outlaw. Bandit. Ready.
On 1st and 10, Bullard. Past the 20. Finds his man, Watson, over the middle. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 48 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Penny will try to punch it in. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Bullard, flush to end zone, caught. Touchdown, Seattle. In for the score. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Raiders on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hey, Charlie. Yo.
From the gun, it's Rosen. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that.
In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Now a man open down the middle of the field. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. This quarterback now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Bullard. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let's go.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Hey, Haywood. 51's a mic, boy. 51. Army.
Looking to throw. Bullard fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This fielded at the 2. Uses the spin. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Meanwhile, in Los Angeles, an update from there. And it's the Chiefs that have grabbed the early lead over the Chargers. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get...
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Here's Rosen. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And got his man complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First down, Raiders.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Throwing again, it's Rosen. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Let's go, defense. Hey, who we go? 28. Mike, 28. I got it.
Rosen to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
I got you, boy. Mike, 28. Let's go heavy. Let's go heavy.
Rosen on 1st and 10.
Give me some. Give me some.
This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Rosen will throw. He'll find Lindsey here. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
55 to Mike. All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache. 80. Mike 55. Mike 55. Ricky.
They want to go to the air again with Rosen. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear them now. 3rd and goal. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Motion. Alpha. 57. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
That's be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
try and get things kick-started.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Hey, high 7.
2nd and 15. Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 6.
Wahoo! Five.
On 3rd down, Bullard flushed out right. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt kicks out of bounds, and they will spot it right at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now it's Rosen. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in.
Take 4. Switch.
They go play action. It's Rosen. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They're going with Lindsey. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. On 1st down, Bullard. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
All day, every day, any day.
To throw is Rosen. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Rosen now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A good pickup after the penalty, 12 yards, and it's 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
He's not going to get me.
On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him.
There you go.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
We got 3. We got 3.
Throwing now, Rosen on 1st down. Being chased out left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check in. Check pass. Check pass. Hug.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rosen. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage.
Blue draw quarters.
They'll go again with Lindsey.
36.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Philip Lindsey. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. Throwing on first down. Bullard going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Seahawks on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Bullard. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 49. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown.
Great job, man. Keep getting those touchdowns.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And he takes off with it. It's a fake.
Go, 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 go.
Now the ball comes loose. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
2nd and long. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf, 84 yards, as they are able to cut into that lead.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. A very pivotal two-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the fourth quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a one-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now Rosen looking to throw. Steps away. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. 3rd down here.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
On 3rd down, it's Lindsey, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. They are on to the fourth quarter now, by the way, in Santa Clara. And an impressive display by the Eagles. They continue to pour it on, scoring again. A win would be their first of the young season. On 1st and 10, Bullard going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Jonathan Abram picks it. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in. And
pressure comes, and down goes Rosen. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
And now it's Rosen looking, escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let it fly. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well. If they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, 1st down Seahawks. Looking to throw. Bullard stepping up. He'll try and run. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. On 1st down, Bullard. And the Raiders have got him. Maurice Hurst in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
2nd and 14. Going to throw right side here, complete. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. From the gun, Bullard. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
You better be afraid of me.
To throw again, Bullard. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Jonathan Abram picks it. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line.
50 seconds to Mike.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
It's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
A boost here to start the drive after the penalty. It's 1st and 5. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Let's get it.
So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Oakland, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.